I'm gonna show you how to do this. So yo, what's up guys, it's Technology back here. You would have seen these sort of edits on Instagram or YouTube Shorts, but ever wondered how these are made? Previously I used to think that these are made through individual frame masking, which would literally take an entire eternity to get all the frames masked so accurately. But today morning I just came across this little reel where it exposed how these edits are made. So today I'll be showing you how can you make these sort of edits through the 3D transition and getting the external view from your computer screen. I'll explain everything, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to make all of this within a few minutes. So, of course, the first step is heading into Valorant and recording the transition of you inspecting the weapon in the game. Instead of masking, what we are going to do is we'll do chroma key. We'll get the background removed from the video and then put the transparent layer on the top, which will give out the entire effect. So just head into the game, select the skins that you are going to work with. Once selected, just head over to the gameplay section, head over to custom, set the map to ascent, make sure the cheats are turned on. Doesn't matter which game mode is it, all we need is the ghost mode. So just head into the game, and for the agent, just select whichever agent you are going to work with on your clip. In my case, I'll be working with this RGX Firefly with Raze. So I've picked Raze right here, and there we are in the game. So the first thing you need to do in the game is that go to your cheat section, pause the match timer and turn on all the other things that you get in here. Make sure you have a key binding for ghost mode. Now we need our screen to look clear, so just head over to video and just turn off all the stats which are turned on. Now just head over to general and there you will find an option called hide UI in game. So just hide the user interface, and now just make sure your game looks good. So just go and push up all the graphic settings. Make sure not to turn on shadows, and in case you have turned on Vinity, just turn it off because it will create problems in the future. Once all ready, enter the ghost mode and simply head up to this little tower right here. You can see this tower has a green color of layer on front of it, which we can use for color key. What we'll do is like we'll get so close to the tower that our entire screen gets covered with this green color and only the weapon and the skin is visible. So what we can do in the editor is that we can simply use color key, chroma cut, or whatever it's called in different softwares. We'll use that for background removal. So what you need to do in here is simply stand at this position and then just inspect your weapon or whatever animation you want for your edit. It can be different for everyone, and just grab a clip of it. Once done, exit the game and straight away head over to your video editor. In my case, I'll be working with Adobe Premiere Pro. You can also work with After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, or whichever you are comfortable with. So this is the base clip that we'll be editing today. Over here you can see I've hit an op shot. So what we'll do is that we'll add the 3D cam and the overlay right here in this region. After your base clip, you need the overlay layer which you have clipped from the game just now. So this is the one that I have clipped. This region, the green background, will of course need it. And at last, you need the external cam recording. So just get your phone set up on any fixed position and then simply play the clip that you're going to work with and get it recorded. It should be perfectly mounted, everything perfectly aligned so that you don't have to do much alignment in the video editor. So just import all the necessary resource files into your video editing software and then just drag the main clip, which is this overlay, into your timeline. Let's not focus on the audio part right now. So just head over to the effects tab and search for ultra key. The same effect would be called something else in different softwares. Just drag and drop the effect onto your clip. Head over to the effect settings, and for the background color, use the color picking tool and get this color selected. You can see it's turned black, which means the background removal is successful. Drag it on top of any other clip and you can see that it's completely transparent. So the chroma key is working absolutely fine, ultra key in this case. And now I'll head over to the clip that I'll be editing and I'll show you how can you make use of this cool effect. So here's my clip that I'll be working on. So I'll just mark the in and out points and then simply drag this region onto the timeline. After your base clip, just add the second layer as your 3D cam and just make sure that the layer 1 and layer 2 are perfectly aligned, which basically means that the frames of both the layers are running at the same time. So what I did is that I reduced the opacity of the upper layer and then I can see both the frames individually. So I then just manually dragged and aligned it to be perfect. After that, split the clips into parts at points where you need to add the 3D overlay. So firstly, we'll be at the first top shot. Then I want it to be in the 3D cam, zooming out. and then zooming back into the frame, and then at the second off shot, it should be back into the game screen itself. It should take hardly 4 to 5 minutes for you to figure it out. And at the end, it should look something like this, that on a shot, it enters the 3D cam and then it enters back into the game. Now you need to work on the cam recording, just keyframe position and scale, and then scale it in such a way that it perfectly fits your screen. Like it's currently in a zoom out situation, zoom it in so that as per the transition, it looks exactly the same. Once done, now you need to work on the 3D cam zoom in and zoom out. So just select a position where you want it to zoom out, making the computer screen smaller. Do everything through keyframes, and you'll see that the zoom out is not so smooth, like it's not up to the beats. So just expand the graph and then just play around with the settings. Otherwise, just do exactly as I'm doing. It will result out in a really smooth finish. Once it's zoomed out, now you need to zoom it back into the computer screen so that the transition effect looks complete. Now just head over and select the part of the overlay that you are going to insert onto your video. Get that part selected, insert it into your timeline, add the ultra key, remove the background, and then align it as per your game clip. So just add the ultra key, get the background removed, and then drag and manually align it just like you have aligned your 3D cam with the base clip. Now you need to align the overlay with the game clips. So what I'm doing is that with the second operator scope zoom in, it will return back to the internal game clip. So it is currently in the 3D cam, and as soon as the scope opens, it should get back into the game screen recording. Keep working on the alignment, and after some time, it should start looking something like this. The color of the camera recording isn't so good as my second monitor is a cheap one. So what you can do is that you can just head over to the color correction tab and then make some basic color adjustments, which will not make it look perfect, but at least better than what it currently is. So you can see that all my overlays are in the same layer. So I'll push it one layer up. We'll have an empty layer in the middle. What we'll do is just create a new adjustment layer, 60 FPS as per the game clips, and then drag it into position. Now what we'll do is that we'll add some basic Gaussian blur with keyframes, which will like start with an increased blur rate. It will keep on going down and becoming clear. And then when the operator is about to zoom back into the scope, it will make the screen blurry again. So it will make a blur curve, which will make the game look even better. And with that, we are almost done. Now we have already added the 3D cam overlay. We have added the overlay for the game skins, and we have also added a bit of blur effect, added the color correction. So everything is almost done. Now what you need to do is add some background music. Of course, you'll be working for a montage. So I'll just add a small part of 7 rings right here because I believe that would fit perfect. So just add the music part and make sure that your shots are on the beat drops. So wherever there's a beat in the song, grab it for your kill positions. Drag it, manually align it, and then you will be left out with a perfect finished masterpiece. For the overlay part where your gun skins are visible, add a bit of glow or whatever effect you want to add. You can also add some effects to the background. I'm trying to make this edit as simple as possible because this is just for demonstration. You can get creative, look out some other edits, get some ideas, and work on yours. And trust me, the result is gonna be insane. So that's all. You're almost done with the edit. If you want to add something more from your side, of course you can do it. And if not, that's it for the video. Simply head over to the export tab and get your video rendered out. And with that, you are ready to make your own edits with the 3D cam and overlay without spending much time for masking. Hope you found this interesting and helpful. Make sure to drop a like. And if you're not subscribed, stay subscribed as we'll keep coming up with such videos every week. Thanks for watching.